Hello, everyone. We would like to welcome Tal Catran, a mentor who is a prominent figure in the global innovation ecosystem. He founded 19 startup accelerators worldwide since 2012, which has rendered him a guru on building accelerators, hubs, and startup ecosystems. So let's welcome Tal Catran as he will be addressing on the topic how to win your job promotion. So Tal, now all stage is yours.
Okay, thank you, Sargam. Very happy to be here. Thank you, Israel Virtual Tech Job Fair or to Job Fair in general for inviting me to talk to you today. I understand that we have hundreds of people here listening. I assume some of them at least are Israelis. So I can tell you that I'm talking to you right now from Yerucham in one of the incubators that we have under the Innovation Authority of Israel. And as presented, I will speak about how to win your job promotion. So, first of all, we need to understand that the job market is shifting all the time. Right now, we talk a lot about recession, and we see some companies having to let go of their workers, and it is very apparent that changes will happen. For us Israelis, since we are nearing the traditional, the national holidays of the beginning of the new year and the rest, probably not too many companies these days will act so and send their workers home, but definitely um, we worry about what will happen from, let's say, November onwards. Hopefully it will not be too bad, but again, companies need to adjust towards the recession, the increase of the interest rate worldwide, inflation that everyone speaks about. But putting that aside for a minute, and also putting the effect of, or the horrendous effect of COVID over the near 3 years that we are into that. Still, in every catastrophe, there is also opportunity, and there is no one that doubts the change that was made to us as people who use the digital sphere much more. That we have, in some aspects, learned to work remote, while others were, I think, kind of a failure. I think it's very much apparent, for instance, that to educate remotely, we are not good at that. And I mean we, I mean the world entirely, I think is not ready for the remote education, simply because we as people, we are, as we call, the social animal. It was very doubtful how we will act after COVID. Will we continue to shake hands, hug people, and kiss? And even though that COVID is definitely more than 2 years around us, we see that people still go back to those habits. Yet, we see many leading companies, international companies, saying that let's go hybrid. A lot of them have given up offices or physical offices and moved to the virtual, which means that the only way to survive is to adjust. And I'm saying this to everyone here. It's about adjusting. Now, of course, then when you are sitting on a nice payroll, like a good salary, and then like you have less worries, yes, you can talk about adjusting. You can even look for the next job that you might take. You are more receptive when it doesn't hurt your pocket. But we know that during COVID, many people all over the world suffered immensely and had to come up with solutions. Like always in nature, as we call it, in evolution, it's the fight of the fittest. And fittest means that you need to be agile and adjust to what's going on around you. You cannot remain stuck at how everything operated until COVID and how it will continue to operate right after it. But again, coming back to my topic of winning your job promotion, luckily we still talk to people, meaning there are people deciding on our promotion. There are people who evaluate how good we do our job. When I was speaking, and I spoke many times during COVID, how to adjust to this social distancing, to working remote, there were those workers who said, hey, good for me. Now I sit at home, I do whatever I want, I'm becoming a potato couch, getting fat, no need to exercise. And actually, why should I care? If now the company is under strain, under duress, now the company is in problem, it has a problem, it's their problem. What do you want from me? I'm like a one person. How can I affect? What can I do? There are others who took a different approach. Those who understood that in that particular time, to keep in touch with the management, to keep in touch with the CEO, to ask him, is there anything I can do? To sit at home, not just sitting on the couch and eating popcorn, but actually coming up with a solution. Okay, so I'm getting a salary, but definitely it would not last if the company will go chapter 11 and bankrupt. I need to make sure the business is ongoing. Those people who took the initiative and came back to management suggesting new ideas, new ways of making profit, probably those people are not afraid of losing their job. Probably those people will be promoted. So when you speak, and I think you should speak to your managers, first of all, it's very individual. When we speak promotion and we agree that promotion is done by people senior than us, we need to be in some kind of a relationship with them. We need to talk to them. We need to understand how they value us. We need to understand how do they reach their decision? What do they base their evaluation to decide if we are promoted or not? By the way, many times we are promoted by title, but it doesn't have any effect in our salary. Many people don't like it. Many people say, you know what, give me maybe a better salary, maybe the title is not that important. At the same time, there are those who say, well, title is very important. I want a big title. Maybe I should put two business cards together just to write my title. And maybe the salary, even if it remains the same, I don't care. But with title, usually comes responsibility. And I don't know how many Gen Zs are here in the audience, but what I hear from the news is that Gen Zs look at work in a different way. All of a sudden there is a movement that says, okay, we are more important than work. And then figure out, unless it's a Gen Z that employs you, probably you're going home. If you will not be at work, if you will not be present, probably you're the next to be sent home. So it is a lot about showing care. It is a lot about showing creativity. It is about thinking outside of the box. It is about doing more than I'm expected to do. And you know it as people. How many times do you react back to people and saying, well, honestly, you surprised me? When you say someone surprised you, it's simply because he or she did more or different what you expected them to do. Beat that person. And believe me, it's not that difficult to do. Be more attentive, be more aware of what's going on around you. Don't just be concentrated on yourself. If you are unhappy, that's totally about you. It's not about anyone else. It's about you deciding that you're unhappy. Well, luckily for you, it's a mind trick. Maybe think that you are lucky. The fact that you woke up this morning, let me tell you, more than one and more than 10 and more than 1,000 people did not wake up today. Well, they have a tougher luck than you. This is how you start in being more, I don't know, positive towards life, want to embrace more, want to do more. Workplace is no longer about how good I do, it's about how good we do as a team. A team needs to be created, be part of a team. socialize, be there, be aware, show interest in way of offering creativity, in offering ways maybe to do things in a different kind of way. This is what I would propose to you. Do I need to stop or any question?
Yes, I think, Tal, we have a question from our audience, and she is Emily, and her question is, I think, what can I do to prove that I deserve a promotion?
Hmm.
So, yes, if you would like to
I,
give some insight on it.
sure, sure. It's a good question, and I think again it would start with you, Emily. Meaning, when you say that you want a promotion, in most cases, when you sit with your manager or your employer, and let's say you get the guts of saying, I want a promotion, then the question comes back, okay, what kind of promotion? And usually people come with no answer. Well, don't be like an eel. Don't do this. You want a promotion? A, say clearly what exactly is this promotion. Understand that this promotion sometimes will not be done in a one shot, but maybe it will be divided over time. And be ready also to answer. So, what will you do in return? The fact that you have done well until now and now you want a promotion, no. What you're asking is kind of more, give me a bonus for what I've done. That's already in the past, looking back. Forget about it. Look forward. If I can take you just for a similarity to startup world, startups usually begin with no funding, and the founders are the one investing in the business. Some of them, the one who are not professional, say to the investor, listen, we want money, but first of all, the money that you will put in the company, we need to compensate and take the 2 years we worked without a salary. You think there is an investor that will pay you for 2 years in the past? What you have done before the investor is your business. It's not his business. Same here. The fact that you have done good until now only gives you the opportunity to sit in the office with straight face and say, I want a promotion. The question should not be asked, why do you need it? Because clearly you have done. But also remember, if your job is to do something and you do this something, what should you expect? You expect everyone to applaud? But this is your job. You are just doing your job. For some reason, most people say, hey, you need to applaud. Why? Because I did my job. But I'm paying you to do your job. What am I paying you for? Why should I give you more than that? If you do more than your job, then you remember the word I'm surprised. This is when you do extra. The extra gives you the opportunity to open the door with a straight face and say to your boss, I want a promotion without being kicked out. Then the discussion should be very short. This is the promotion I expect to receive. You don't have to put the timeline. Clearly, is it a title? Is it an office with a bigger window? Is it a parking spot for your bicycle? Or is it money? What is it that you want? Second of all, the question will come back. So, what are you willing to do for that? It is expected that for more money, you will not continue doing the same. You will do more. Come with a good answer and be ready to to listen and to respond to how about you want this much? So how about I give you this in the coming 3 months and the rest 3 months after? Kind of, you know, give it in installments. Are you ready for this or not? There are times, which is right now when recession comes in, that, well, usually people hold on to their chairs, and I don't recommend you ever to hold on to your chair. I do recommend you to look and think logically. What can you handle? Can you handle the answer, no promotion? Can you handle the answer, thank you for coming, I don't like it, here is the door? You also need to be ready. Things happen that you cannot anticipate. You need to be ready. But I would say definitely, first of all, know exactly what you want. Say what you want clearly. Don't feel uncomfortable. You need to speak. When you feel uncomfortable, I mean, your body talks, your eyes talks, you become red, you can swallow. That's not someone that you want to give promotion to. The other one who
Yes.
sits relaxed and can argue why is the one that probably will get a reasonable answer.
Yes, that's true, Tal. And I hope, Emily, this will help you a lot in your career growth. So, yeah, thank you, Tal, for this. And I hope, thank you, Tal, because we have limited time. So, but otherwise, we would cover many more questions from our audience. But thank you so much for this insightful session. I hope these insights will be helpful for our audience in their career growth. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
thank you, Tal.
Bye. Shalom. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.